Hi, I'm Natalie Stratton. I'm a doctor of physical therapy at Advanced Physical Therapy, specializing in women's health issues. Today we are actually going to demonstrate the strengthening of the pelvic diaphragm in 3 particular exercises. Today we are going to learn about what an actual Kegel exercise is. Pelvic diaphragm is what we're talking about, that attaches from the pubic bone, which is right here in the front, all right, and then comes down underneath onto the coccyx. Now, in order to do a Kegel exercise, most people, 99%, do it incorrectly. So please listen to step-by-step instruction, and so we can teach you correctly. So what I'm going to have my patient here do first is take a breath in fully and then exhale fully. All right, next time I'm going to have you inhale, and then on your exhale I'm going to actually have you pull up and in around the vaginal area when you exhale. Then you're going to hold that, and then we'll take another breath in. So take a breath in, okay, on your exhale pull up and in around the vaginal area. You should not feel your abdominals, you should not feel your butt muscles or your thigh muscles, strictly the muscle from the pubic bone to the tailbone. Hold that. While you're holding that, take a breath in and out, and then relax. Okay, now we're going to repeat that again. This time she's going to hold it for 12 seconds. So take a breath in. On your exhale, pull up and in around the vaginal area. Again, no abdominals, no thigh muscles, or no buttock muscles. Holding that, we're probably on 4, 5, keep breathing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and relax. And then the pelvic diaphragm relaxes. What you should notice is you should not be holding your breath. You should be able to count out loud. And why don't we repeat that again? You counting out loud without it feeling like you need to take a breath. It's very important for the abdominal diaphragm to keep working while the pelvic diaphragm is contracting. So let's repeat that one more time. This time you count out loud. So take a breath in. Okay, on your exhale, pull up and in.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And relax. Okay? All right, and then that completes the exercise as far as with the Kegels. And on the pamphlet, what you're going to do at home is do 3-second contractions, repeat that 10 times, 3 different times during the day, and then also do a 12-second hold 3 different times during the day, and repeating that 10 times. You do not want to do them all at the same time. It's important to do them at different times. We have demonstrated this lying down. After you've been able to get it lying down, you then would want to go to the sitting position. So why don't you go ahead and go into the sitting position. Now we're going to move on to the second exercise, which is actually working the obturator internus, which is also a muscle that goes from your hip into the pelvic diaphragm. It's important not to just do the Kegel, but to also do these hip exercises, because then we fully get the entire pelvic diaphragm strengthened. So first we're going to take a band, a TheraBand, and you can get these at anywhere, Walmart, MC Sports, and you're going to tie it around your knees. Okay, so you have some tension. Then her feet are together, heels are together, and what she's going to do is roll her feet out, and her knees and hips are going to follow. And then she's going to roll back in, and her feet and knees come back in. Now we're going to incorporate the breath. So on the inhale, she rolls out, and on the exhale, she rolls back in. Okay, inhale, roll out, and exhale, roll back in. The important part with this exercise, go ahead and keep going, is that her feet stay in contact with the floor. You do not lift your feet up, and your knees want to follow into your toes. And then come back in, and you should feel this in the hip muscles here. It is not, let me show you what it's not, so go ahead and stop. You do not just take your knees out and in, okay? Very important that you roll your feet out, and the knees and the hips roll out, and then roll back in. Okay, that is the roll out. Next, we're going to do the focus on the rolling in. So we'll remove the band. Okay, and then either a ball, or you can use a pillow, about a 4 to 6 inch pillow. We're going to place that between the knees. All right, this exercise will stay the same initially, so you're going to roll out with the feet just enough so the ball doesn't fall out, and then you're going to roll in and pull and squeeze the ball as you're rolling in, and the heels will slightly separate apart as you're rolling in. Okay, now go ahead, roll out. So on your inhale, so breathing is exactly the same. Exhale, roll back in, and you squeeze. Good. Roll out, inhale, and exhale, roll back in, and you should feel this on the inner thigh muscles. So again, we're getting the obturator, which is in the hip, and the adductor, which is your inner thigh muscles. All those complete the full pelvic diaphragm. And this completes the 3 main exercises that will strengthen your pelvic diaphragm. And so you should not have any pelvic pain or incontinence issues.